y'all, welcome back. Hey, where did hey y'all come from? Welcome back to the model building, the new improved model building corner. Let me get you in here, I'll show you what I did today. I ain't got no building done. I organized this and I cleaned the fish tank. I'll show you a quick clip of that right now. I'm going to be recording my model cars and coffee later, so I needed a clean fish tank so you guys didn't think I'm a bad fish daddy. Although you see that one right there. I should really put him out of his misery and euthanize him. He's been swimming like that for like 3 weeks. If he stops swimming, he sinks to the bottom. He's got a bladder problem. He's one of the originals, so is this guy right here. That's an original, and that's an original. This tank's probably close to 4 years old, maybe more. If you guys keep fish, or you're gonna keep fish, and you get one that's sick, you don't flush it, because they might survive, and then they're still suffering and starving. I mean, this guy eats, he's just vertical. So I'll probably end up, the garbage disposal's the quickest way. It's fast and painless. Except when those bigger ones, oh my God, I had angelfish that lasted a couple of years. And when one of those died, I put it in the garbage disposal. I felt so bad. The small ones, you don't hear nothing. Oh my God, I felt so bad. But anyway, so yeah. I'll be recording model cars and coffee later. Okay, I'm back. Where the heck did, hey y'all, that just reminded me, you know what the redneck said right before he died? Hey y'all, watch this. Anyway, let me get you now, show you what I did. Whoops. Alright, so all the stuff that was on my table is organized and put away. I moved that thing that was down there. I moved it up there. That's got my reducers and Mod Podge and stuff that I barely use. Same thing over here, except I got my glues up there. I got my different tapes. I got my Q-tips, my sanding sticks, paints. Now this isn't gonna work for the paints. I'll find something else. But these were on clearance in Walmart for $1.50 a piece. So I mean, they'll hold 6 of these type, but they don't hold but 3 of the MCW or the Tamiya, so that won't work. And then my current builds will be stored there. And then down here, these were on clearance at Walmart for 50 cents a piece. By the way, I went to Walmart because somebody said, I think it was Joe, Montana, Big Sky. Yeah, he's right here. Big Sky Model Shop, Workshop. I think he said his Walmart had the model kits, but I went to mine and they didn't have any. I asked the guy, he's like, we might get them, but not yet. Anyway, so I organized it from left to right with the stuff I use the least. So I got my pipets, I got all my markers and my detail stuff, all my brushes, and then I got my clips. And then I got my tweezers back there. This one's still, oh no, what have I got in here? Oh, my files. So I got my tweezers, my files, my scissors, my knives. Oh, and also my sprue cutters are in there. So that'll stay nice and organized. Current build will always be right here. And so, the guy that didn't want me to move my shop cards, I mean, I'm not going to call him out a second time. I can't remember who it was even. But the guy that wanted me to keep the shop cards where they were, he won. So, you know, everything that I'm going to use while I'm building will be okay on the table. And I just got to stay organized and put stuff away when I'm done. So I got all my, the shop cards are hung wherever they fit in the hole, so there's no particular order. If you see your shop card while I'm building, making a video, it's no particular order. It's completely random with where your shop card happened to fit in the holes. And if you remember, I started at this corner, worked my way out that way. When I got to a certain point, I started working this way. And before I start going all the way behind the refrigerator and around that wall into my bedroom, I don't know what I'll do from that point, because I can fit, a few more there, and a few more here. Maybe I'll start putting them up there. So my ex-wife would be so proud of my decorating skills. So yeah, so I hung up all the, and if somebody sent me two, originally I didn't put them up, but this time I did. So I got Tim Nolan, I got his old and new card. Half-ass model garage is there. Bama has a few shop cards, so his is there, and there. And then Gemini, he's there, and he's probably got a new shop card coming out pretty soon. So yeah, it's looking good. I wasn't gonna hang this, but Jeff's model garage, I mean, that is so true, right? Reminds me of me when I'm working. And that would mean something if you guys know what I do for a living. So anyway, yeah, so I think, who is it? Pat. Is it Pat or Manny? Manny's got new shop cards coming. So I'm excited to get Manny's new one as well. So, all right, let's get something done. Okay, it's here. The reveal. So this is the I don't even think it puts a year on this thing. It's the Super Boss Funny Car Chevy 2 427 fuel injected drag car. From the 1960s. The car ran 3 seasons, but they weren't happy with the way the chassis was set up originally. And once that chassis is welded and everything else, there's no fixing a chassis. That's why race teams have so many different cars, and when they get a good one, they end up running the same car almost every weekend. So this thing was stripped of all its usable parts and rolled out in the back of the shop, where it's been rotting for the last 30 plus years. I don't know why they didn't take the hood. The hood was probably in good shape, but the years and the elements have gotten to her. Well, somebody must have needed the taillights, because they were in there when we parked it. They're not busted out, they're gone. Back glass got broken. We took out the front windshield because it was reusable. Alright, so let me tell you what I did to this thing. The body lifts right off. It doesn't get attached. Basically, I started with the underside of the body. She ain't pretty, but I ground and grinded and ground and grinded until I started seeing translucent. The plastic was getting translucent. And then I just went a little bit lighter until it started opening up. Before I really knew what I was doing, I was trying to hit it on the outside some too, and I didn't care how that happened. But over the years of it sitting out there, a tree fell and branches scraped it. It didn't. The tree didn't land directly on it. So once I got all the holes in there that I liked, I can't remember what I laid down as a base coat. I can't remember if I did the silver. I think I did this. Yes, I did the silver to simulate in case I wanted to show any metal, but there is no metal. It's all rotted. It's all rusted. And then I went over it with completely with the Tamiya acrylic XF10. And then while areas were still wet, I started sprinkling salt in some of the areas. And then I went over it again with the Tamiya acrylic XF52 flat earth. The other one was just flat brown. And then I just worked at it some more, put some more salt on it. Ran a light coat of the yellow, which is actually the Wicked Colors Createx. So this whole car is done with acrylics. I stripped all the chrome, and then I basically used the same paint process as the body, and then I put some bare metal foil in certain areas and tried to make it look like the chrome was peeling and stuff like that. So drilled out a headlight, ran a connector through there. What else? The reason why there's no taillights in there is I can't find them. I don't know what happened to them. So somebody needed them. So there's a couple of pigtails hanging out there. I know they're way out of scale, but that's the smallest wire I got at the moment. The salt effect, I really like the way it came out. The back window again is a bubble wrap, not bubble wrap, a blister pack, and I couldn't get that to cut. I tried with a scissor, I tried with the hobby knife, I tried with my sprue cutters, and I just couldn't get it to cut. I wanted it more jagged and not so tall, but on the shelf you won't notice from a distance. So okay, the hood is fiberglass, so it didn't rot, but the paint faded through. There used to be a Chevrolet decal there. The underside, I didn't do any weathering at all. I probably should have. The chassis is basically self-explanatory. I did drill out the gauge cluster because they took everything of value that they could reuse. So the gauges are gone, wires hanging there, drive shaft was just thrown inside. The roll cage, once it's welded in, it's used up. You can't reuse it. There was some wiring that came through, possibly for a fan. That possibly could be for the speedometer, not speedometer, for the tach. Who knows? So underside again isn't pretty. I know for next time not to do what I did as far as grinding on the inside, the underside. I tried to make these tires look flat, and it's not working. So it is what it is. I did have to, because I never pre-tested the fit of the wheels, I did have to cut the axle halves almost flush with the leaf springs because the tires were hitting the fenders. I couldn't get the body on, so I had to splice that together. I did that this afternoon. What else can I say except I think that's it. The wheels and tires were just parts box. I hit them with the dull Tamiya dull red first, and then I did the a dusting of the flat brown. So, and then I did do a dusting on this also before I wrapped it up. So, you know, just to get it to blend a little bit more. See, like the decal, you can tell there's some, you know, some grime. So, alrighty, so let me get you back up here. Alright, so I hope I didn't break the rules on the group build. I went back and rewatched Marcelo's video. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to wait until the due date to reveal the final, or if it's one of those where you just release it when as it's ready. So it's out there. This kit, I don't know if this was a stock vehicle, not a race car stock, but a stock vehicle. They must have done a bunch of stuff to turn it into a race car, because like I said, I mean, that front grille is so thick that the instructions actually didn't say to put the core support in with the built-in radiator, which of course would not be correct for a race car. But I mean, with the grille in there, with that how thick it is, it wouldn't fit. So I left that out. It's a basic kit. It's not. I mean, it goes together nice. You just got to pay attention to the instructions, because the parts aren't numbered on the trees. You just have to go by the pictures. But other than that, that's it. I'm glad I knocked this out in a week. You know, the last build took me 3 months, so I'm happy about that. I'm loving the patina rusted out effect, man. I want to do some more. So anyway, so that's going to be it. I appreciate everybody. Have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for model cars and coffee. Thank you. We're out.